Hey guys, Enchanting Gaming here. Now, as Cardboard Kingdom likes to say, today's prices are tomorrow's discounts, and that has been very true with Lorcana since the start of March. It's been absolute craziness, and I'm just like, when are we getting this stagnation? When are we getting prices correcting downwards a bit? The popularity is just too off the charts. 2026 is essentially the year of Lorcana. It's absolutely insane. I don't see how the hype train comes to a stop this year. When you think about it, we have Wilds Unknown releasing in essentially 8 days. We have all these new items that were just shown in a lorecast to us. We got playmats coming out with Woody, Goofy, Merida, at some point Rapunzel. Then we got Attack of the Vine coming out, another huge IP hitter with Monsters Inc. After that, we got a Rapunzel collection set hitting us. Another binder. I know I'm kind of over getting binders with stuff. And after that, then we got a Coco set, basically pulling some more weight through the holidays. People like Coco. I haven't seen the entirety of the movie, but I have enjoyed what I have seen. After that, we have a gift set, Beauty and the Beast for Christmas. It's just item after item after item coming and hitting us this year. That's all essentially heavy hitters. And I'm just like, okay, when's the hype train stopping? Not to mention, they're also releasing a book on the story, along with another collection book with sets 9 through 12 included in it. So we're finally understanding more of the story. I think it's like a 240 or whatever it was page book. So I'm excited for that because I've been trying to find the story for so long, just the entirety of it. You have to piece together so much online, find things here and there. It's kind of annoying and difficult, but I just don't understand when the hype will die down here. I mean, you keep looking at these prices. $8,000 Mickeys being sold off. Mini, I believe the high was like 5,200 or something like that. This one sold for 4,500. And then you have a pair sold for 12,000. Let's see, what was that right here? 12,000 for that pairing. And you got all these cards that are just continuously raising the bar, raising the bar. And it's not just iconics, it's all the enchanteds, everything. Epics have gone on a tear now. Elsa, I believe, is like $100 raw on TCG Player. Not something I would pick up at that price point whatsoever. I don't know if I can find that Elsa here in a little bit, but you got all these other ones raw. Mickey, 3,400. I don't know that I'd be picking these up because more than likely they're going to PSA 9. If these were going to PSA 10, I would think the seller would be sending them in. It's a lot of times these cards you're going to get 9s or 9.5s. If you're lucky, you get the 10s. I would message a seller and have them send you pictures before you buy something at these price points. But let's see if we can find Elsa. Oops. Epic. Yep, $99. Yeah, it's just crazy. People didn't even like the epics not too long ago, and now they're on a tear. Legendaries, I think, are going to be up here next. There's a little talk on that. But it's like everything has been gone through already. Iconics, enchanteds, epics, sealed product, promos. Probably going to be getting into the legendaries before Wilds Unknown's releases. there's not a whole lot left. It's the lower grades from there. I mean, what hasn't gone up in price? You got all these boxes. Shimmering Skies, that one's been on a tear. All these have, no, in the last couple weeks, gone up a bit. I don't know if I could see. Oh, what was the last sales? 380s, 400. Now we're listed at 474, 475. There's not even much available. Everything's getting bought up, guys. And we haven't even gotten to Wilds Unknown's release yet, is the crazy part. And that's going to bring in a lot more people from the popularity hype. It's just the craziness with how low pop everything is right now with Lorcana. You can't really find stuff for cheap. There's a handful of things out there you can find, but not much whatsoever. And it kind of just begs a question, is Ravensburger going to throw some reprints at us? Sets 1 through 8, I don't necessarily see it, but I could see 9, 10, 11 for sure. And people, they don't want Fable to get reprinted, more so the investors than anyone. The players don't really need the cards too much either, but the collectors would love a reprint so they can get their hands on cheaper product. Now, I don't see them reprinting troves, booster boxes, maybe a few of them, but I could see them doing a collector's box like they did with the first chapter, drop that at Costco or Sam's Club somewhere. Whispers and Winter Spell, same thing on the troves. I don't see them printing more of those. Booster boxes, though, I could see. Maybe it makes sense just to do collection boxes on all these 3 sets there. I don't know. I think something's going to end up dropping at some point this year with those sets, just because we keep having the prices go up and up and up, and there's just really no end in sight. You look at Ariel here, not even a month ago, this card was selling for like $80 raw. Now we're 6x up in a PSA 10. And look at the date, April 30, go down here, April 29, $409. Just the craziness one day can do. This actually wasn't a terrible buy whatsoever. But you get, I mean, you look at these fabled cards, like, do they deserve to go up in price like they are? I would say sure. A lot of these cards did need to go up before March. Everything was so undervalued at the time. But now we've kind of hit the point to where a lot of cards are kind of fair priced. Some maybe are a tiny tad overpriced, but we could use some stagnation here. The problem is I just don't see it occurring because of all the people that are going to come in due to all these new sets coming out this year. There's just too much popularity at this juncture. The eyes are getting, they're trending towards Lorcana for sure. And you go on a Google search or whatever and look at some of those graphs they have for searches, and you look at Lorcana and you had it jump up to like 100 back with the first chapter, and then it trended down, and now it kind of trended sideways, and now we're going on back on up, and it's like, okay, we got a ways to go if we're going to hit 100 again on there. So not that that's indicative of what's going to occur this year, but we definitely have a lot of space to move. The search results are coming in positive towards Lorcana. and it's just some crazy times, guys, ahead of us. I think a lot of the Pokemon people, I don't know if they're gonna get kind of burnt on Pokemon here and start trending more towards Lorcana. You've seen like Ascended Heroes 3X, and it's just like, okay, what is going to occur with Chaos Rising and whatever else comes after that for them. But I could see them definitely start heading over towards Lorcana. And that's just crazy Pokemon money headed this way then. But yeah, I mean, with that, guys, just too much positivity for me to think we're gonna have any significant drop in prices this year. Maybe we'll get something next year, but I don't know. It's tough to think this is gonna drop when there's really no reason for it to outside of Ravensburger doing some major reprint on it. These pop numbers, they're just too low. Nothing like Pokemon's pop numbers. You get it, the amount of volume people wise coming over here, and this price could look like nothing in months' time. That's the crazy thing. But yeah, I don't know what to necessarily at this juncture pick up, because it's just, you could have these prices just keep rising significantly, even though it's just weird to think. But yeah, with that, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.